Hey guys, welcome to another Heavy Metal Diecast video, and today's bad boy we got here is an F4U Corsair from the US Navy. So this is a typical D'Agostini type one, and I grabbed this for around $25, so it's relatively cheap. It's yeah, as I said, it's the magazine type one, so you will find these reasonably cheap, and we'll just open and have a real good look at it. So as per usual, just cut the base off. Just got a cardboard red backing plate on there. Just take it out of the packet, and we've got this beast sitting right in here, and we'll just grab it out straight away. Comes out nicely, and you can see it's got some gear doors there, and you can have that's got the wheels and the propeller that needs to be put on, and just a normal little stand and everything like that. But we will get stuck into this beast right now. So as you can see, the actual detail itself isn't too bad. The paint finish on it looks quite dark. I'm not 100% sure if it should be that dark. I didn't envisage the aircraft being this dark, but this version is. You can see a slight difference in the blue there. There is some lighter blue there. This aircraft is actually from the VF-17, and it was the first squadron to bear the Jolly Roger symbol. Hopefully you can see that skull and crossbones there, and they were the first one to use that sort of that symbol and that sort of call sign, the nickname Jolly Rogers, which probably most of you are aware was eventually picked up by VF-84, which took on that call sign and emblem, because this VF-17 was eventually disbanded, I think, sometime in the 50s. You would have seen F-14 Tomcats and stuff like that with the old skull and crossbones on the tail of that, and they would have been from VF-84. So this is a good little rendition. I mean, it's relatively cheap. We'll have a look underneath, and you can see the nice coloration underneath. At least it's got some nice green in there in the wheel bay areas as well for where the landing gear goes. Obviously, that's where the stand will go. It has a little bomb ordnance which will obviously go over there, so it'll cover that hole for the stand. So, like usual, you will have to have if you're having it wheels down, you don't need the stand, so you can have the ordnance on. But if you want to put it on the stand, you will not be able to sort of put that ordnance on. And obviously, the tail wheel just goes in there, and it'll sets up. So what we'll do, speaking of set it up, let's chuck this together. So here we have it all kitted out. Overall, it's not a bad bit of kit. It's for the price. This rendition is reasonably well made. You do have a little bit of a gap here where the fuselage and the wing sections sort of join up, but a little bit of colour difference here and there, but nothing major, nothing that would warrant me saying this is garbage. I think it's still a pretty good rendition. We'll flip it over. And as you can see, the engine details are really nice in there. It's got a little bit of engine detail, which is pretty good for a budget build. Propeller spins nicely. The blades do look a little bit small. I'm just trying to recall back to that Corsair we did, that English RAF Corsair that we did. It does look a little bit small compared to the ones that were on there. But this particular aircraft depicted here is meant to be the sort of the one that was flown by naval fighter ace Ira Cassius Kepford. He actually did score 16 aerial victories, which you can see right there, during his combat service, and all against the Japanese opposition. So, but I think overall this isn't too bad. I think it's pretty reasonable, and for the price, if you're sort of budget collecting stuff like that, I reckon it's not too bad. And it's it's an aircraft that's got that Jolly Rogers history. So if you're collecting just Jolly Roger type aircraft, this is one of those. This is one of the beginning ones, the OG. But I reckon, still a pretty good looking unit. I reckon it's not too bad. So what we'll do is I'll chuck it on the deck and see if it stays together, which it does. Beautiful. I'll zoom in a fraction. But I reckon it's not too bad. So for the price, as I said, it was around $25-30. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not, but I mean, it's not a Corgi or a Hobby Master or anything like that. It's not a high quality brand. This is a budget build magazine type one. So it's relatively cheap, but relatively accurate. It's not too bad. So if you're, as I said, if you're collecting on a big budget, like you can go for your more expensive ones, but if you're on a real tight budget, these guys fill the gap fine. And I reckon it's pretty cool. So once again, this is 1/72 scale diecast. It is a D'Agostini type magazine one. And didn't set me back much at all, and I think it's pretty decent sort of unit. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. You know the deal. I'll take some happy snaps of this beast without the sausage fingers in the way and chuck it on the turntable, and you can check it out. And you know the deal as well. If you did find this a little bit helpful, at least throw us a like. That'd be awesome, and even subscribe to the channel. That'd be fantastic. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching again, and as usual, have a great rest of your day, and cheers.